Right now on CBS 12 News this morning, a deadly shooting rampage at a local pizza shop. What we're now learning about the gunman and his connection to the victim.
The fact that she actually went through with it and ran through the door multiple times, I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, I was that shocked.
Plus, caught on camera, a woman rams her car through a gas station. How this dangerous drive landed one person in the hospital.
And taking a look at the temperatures across our area, it's nice so far this morning, but changes are coming this afternoon. We're going to track them for you. CBS 12 News This Morning starts right now.
You're watching CBS 12 News This Morning.
Good morning. I'm Terry Hornstein. It is 6:31, nice and early on your Saturday, June 20th.
Nice and bright and early, huh? I'm Denise Sawyer. We have lots of stories for you. But first, how's the weather? Meteorologist Zach Kobe gives us a look at the forecast.
Pretty good so far. It's a beautiful start to the morning along the Treasure Coast as well. Last half hour, we showed you a look live down at PGA National. Now in Palm City, just a few of those mid-level clouds. That deep, rich tropical moisture that really inundated South Florida yesterday led to that heavy rain threat. It's out of here. Doesn't mean that we don't have rain chances today. We do, but at least the bulk of it is out of here. Now, Stuart, despite that camera that you just saw, there is a little bit of fog around in some spots, and that's kind of what's being reported right now. 72 degrees there. It is very cool, much cooler than what we have been recently. It's 72 in Indiantown as well, 70 in Okeechobee, 69 in Belle Glade this morning. We were 69, now it's 71 in Vero Beach and Fort Pierce, 73 down in Boca Raton, 74 for West Palm Beach. Like I said, we're nice and dry. Storm track radar not tracking any rain, at least right now, but showers and storms are likely to tick back up. Here's the good news, the big takeaway. It's not as bad as Friday. All right, not expecting severe weather today, not expecting a really rich flood threat across the area. We'll talk more about those storms, plus take a look at our tropical update. Lots of dry air coming from Africa. How does this dust impact our weather forecast next week? I'll explain coming up.
Look at all that dust. Can't wait for that. All right. Thank you, Zach. Time right now, 6:32. In a case of workplace violence, a pizza delivery driver walked into a Sebastian Italian restaurant and opened fire, killing an employee there. Police now say William Carotis walked into Giuseppe's Pizzeria with an AK-47 just before noon and started shooting. Customers were inside at the time. Curtis told police he was upset with the manager and his intended target. He fired at least a dozen shots and ended up killing 34-year-old Frank Strayhorn, who was trying to help customers escape.
If you have someone who's unarmed and there's, an active shooter situation that's going on, knowing that you have no way to defend yourself, that takes a lot of guts and is very heroic to try to save others' lives at possibly the expense of your own.
Curtis is facing multiple charges, including second-degree murder.
Now, this next story is just simply unbelievable. A driver caught on camera ramming into other cars at a West Palm Beach gas station. Police say she put the lives of customers and employees in danger. CBS 12's Luli Ortiz reports.
Marathon storefront remains wide open. Workers are actually installing the glass entrance doors right now. Now, those who work here, they're still very shaken up after Wednesday's incident, and they're just glad that no one was gravely injured. A dangerous drive at a Marathon gas station in West Palm Beach. Cell phone video from last Wednesday evening shows this gray Nissan reverse, then striking a car near a pumping station. She didn't stop there. She is seen ramming into other parked cars, not once, but several times. The video later shows her speeding towards a storefront, smashing the entrance doors. West Palm Beach arrested this driver, 24-year-old Midland Natson of Delray Beach. They say she did this on purpose.
I've been here for almost 4.5 years, and The most I've seen is, customers getting angry, but I've never seen anything like this.
Shift leader David, who doesn't want to show his face, feared for the lives of his customers and employees.
The fact that she actually went through with it and ran through the door multiple times, it's unbelievable. I was that shocked.
In the report, a witness said this violence may have started after Natson and a man at a different gas pump began arguing. You see her hitting his car seconds later. Another victim got hit so bad, his arm was pinned between his car and the gas pump after the crash.
It's a neighborhood store. We got people in the neighborhood that come in. So for the most part, nothing bad really happens here.
Natson kicked and screamed as police tried to detain her. They eventually did. And while she was in custody, Natson told police she did this to get attention for her personal life situation to be noticed.
There's other ways to do that, and you can do it in positive ways without having to express it where you're hurting and putting someone's life in danger. So at the same time, I understand she's probably upset or had things going on, but you gotta express your feelings in a different way.
Her violence continued at Good Samaritan Medical Center. She actually bruised a nurse during medical clearance. Now she faces a ton of charges, including aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. In West Palm Beach, I'm Luli Ortiz, CBS 12 News.
Such a wild story. Yesterday marked a special day for our nation. It was Juneteenth, the commemoration of the end of slavery in the U.S. It comes as mounting protests underway across the nation for police reform and accountability. In West Palm Beach, the rain didn't stop this group from gathering for a peaceful protest near the courthouse. It started with a rally, then the protesters marched to downtown West Palm. Most of this all happening in the pouring rain. Organizers say their main goal was to keep all of this peaceful.
We definitely need police reform. We definitely need to hold police accountable. Although there are some bad apples in the bunch, there's a lot of good law enforcement out there as well trying to do the right thing.
The protesters kept this short and there were no incidents there. That's some good news, but a lot of rain, as you can see. While the Juneteenth is often overlooked, this year it took on a lot greater meaning. Congress hasn't approved a new national holiday since 1983, when Martin Luther King Jr. Day was officially recognized. But some here in Florida are hoping Governor Ron DeSantis will seize that momentum that's going on right now and recognize Juneteenth as a paid holiday. This week, governors in Virginia, New York, and Pennsylvania all signed executive orders doing just that. West Palm Beach Mayor Keith James is among those calling leaders to make this all happen.
We feel as if it's important, especially because we are a southern state. And we have not been successful yet, but I believe right now we will be.
Mayor James says the protests are shedding light on the issue, but the real change will begin at the legislative level.
A fight against racial injustice is heating up. How thousands are trying to put an end to racism in the kitchen.